Hey everybody. All right, so today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to be working on setting up some OBS stuff. Recently upgraded OBS, and by upgrading OBS, I lost one of my scripts. I tried to do it automatically, but didn't work, so I had to do it manually. So now what I'm going to do is fix some stuff on my site and then also do some OBS updates. So the first thing I want to do is the OBS update on the script side of things. And to do that, I need to find that script. And that script, here, I'm going to go into here. And then let's see if all my screens are even working. Hey, they are. Great. Um, OBS script zoom. This one. Ta-da! So this is the script I want. Go to download. Save. Great. See there. Downloaded it manually. Alright, so now I want to copy this to the right location. This looks good. Great. So now I'm going to go back to OBS. Alright, so I'm back in OBS that you can't see. Capture properties. Okay. Tools, scripts. Yeah, I'm going to delete that one because it doesn't exist. And this is where I want it. So I'm going to drag it over there. Or I'm not. That was weird. Here, let's see if I can do this. Tools, scripts, add. Let's see where this is. Doesn't really matter. I'll put it right there. Great. So that means if I come to here, open a new window, go to scripts. So now I'm just going to move that into the scripts directory. And now it's there. Great. So now I click that, click on open. Zoom source, capture 2. I'm not going to change anything. I just want to see if it works. So before I start messing with things, I like to see what the default is. So let's come back to here. Hide OBS. Say OK. So much nicer to do it on. Oh, I need to add a hotkey. OBS preferences. Hotkey. What do I want? Oops, nope, not that. Um, there, we'll do that one. Great. So now if I come here, hey, and it works. Cool. Got my script back. I didn't have to change anything. One of the things I've noticed, go back here. Yeah, one of the things I've noticed is I now have two screens and two cameras. And what's really nice about having two screens is I can have OBS over here and see what you're actually looking at, check my levels and things like that. Because I don't have a production studio. I do all of this on my own. All right, so I got the script working again. So that's nice. And there's my wonderful little, but let's go into localhost 3000. So this is my own website. I do some fun animations. Yay, right? Regardless. Um, I wanted to fix some things on here. There's something behind here that you can't really see, which is kind of frustrating. Because it took me a while to build it and I want to give it some love. So let's actually get that working. So I'm going to go into the code and actually, let's see. All of this look good. Yeah, that looks good. So here's how I really do it. Because now that I have two screens, I can actually do this. But that's not going to make it easy for you. All right. So to do this right, I will do this. I will bring this over. And that's really all I need to see to do what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is get some spacing in regards to this. So in here, I'm going to inspect this and let's see what this says. Primary content. So let's find primary content. What? Oh, it's in the layout one. Clear that. So come here. Uh, Overlays, components, layout, primary content. We'll do margin top. We'll do 40 px and save. And there. Give it a little space. Why is there such a big gap up here, though? Let's figure out what that's going on. Oh, this one. Home header. Home header margin. Oh, well, there you go. That's better. See that thing down there? I want to keep that fixed, so I'll actually fix that. Let's make sure this isn't broken. Next. Oh, yeah. I have a better score than that. I'm going to show you. All right, so we'll come back here. This looks good. I want to make this fix so when I scroll, it'll stay in the background. And the easiest way to do that is you inspect it. When I inspect it, I see what it's called, and it is called blob. So let's go back into VS Code. And I believe, is blob here? Fine, blob. No, it's in global. So we go into global, find blob. There it is, position, fixed. And now it stays in the background. That's kind of fun, right? Just a nice little distraction. I want to move it a little bit down so it'll be right in the middle when it first loads. So let's go back into this. We'll do top 30%. 25. Perfect. Now the question is, what does it look like when that looks good? Yeah, looks good. I was playing with the animations up here too. It's kind of fun. Whee! All right. So that all looks good. I am going to go back to this. And we're gonna deploy it. Get status. Love seeing what kind of changes I've done. So in here, I've changed the margin here. I reduced the margin here. That's great. What did I change here? Oh, scrolls faster. That was the minor variables. Change the primary color. That was a accessibility fix. The contrast wasn't as good as it should have been, so I fixed that. And then I added a new font size for the lead, and I reduced this down to 16. Wait, there's something here. Oh, main content, change to 1.2. Change the blob to fix, and put that there. I think that, yeah, and that's it. You can see over here all the different changes. If you're not familiar with Git, welcome. You should be. Oh, I could type in a commit message here. I like doing all my Git stuff from the command line, so git add, git commit, updated blob, and what else did I do? Oh, style changes. So what I'm about to do is not right. I want to call that out. Everyone's like, what do you mean it's not right? That's how you do a commit. No, pay attention. What I'm doing right here is main. Should not do this to main. You should actually do it to a separate branch and then create a pull request or merge request, depending on your terminology. And then you verify that change should get merged into main. And then you can push it. All right, so now I want to deploy it. So watch, this is actually really fun. So if I go to my website, and we can see you can't see the thing behind it. And even when I scroll down, because it is not fixed, you can't see it anymore, right? And you'll notice that this is a little bit lighter. It's going to get darker. So let's do that deploy. Why I love Next.js, because that's a deploy. I actually have a webhook to do deployments to a different site automatically, but I like to do it manually just because I'm the one responsible for it. Now that that's done and I refresh, and all my changes are now here. This is a little darker. This all looks good. And you can see the thing behind it. My blob. I don't know what I did. I was playing with some Three.js stuff and then playing with some animations and wanted to see what I could do. And that is what I can do. It's a little bit. All right, so I promised I was going to show you my Lighthouse score real time, so let's do it. So I come here and I will inspect. And that's kind of fun because that is a link. Ta-da! Anyway, that was fun. Little Easter egg. All right, let's get back into it. So here I'm on Lighthouse. Desktop performance. Not a progressive web app, don't need to test that. Analyze page load. Let's see how I do. I like to do this after every. That's perfection. I couldn't have asked for a better response than that. So when you get perfection, it does a little fireworks display, which is really kind of cool. Kudos to Google and Chrome. But there's my website. I don't know what else I can do. It's pretty good. Total blocking time 0. It still has recommendations. Yeah, I could create a different cache policy, best practices. Yeah, there's nothing I can do for SEO. That's funny. So that was fun. There's a Oh, keep in mind when you're running a Lighthouse score, make sure you do it in incognito. Otherwise, your plugins will affect it. And here, I'll show you. If I do it here, inspect, because this is not incognito. And I do Lighthouse here, get rid of the progressive and analyze. Best practices and probably performance will not be 100%, mainly because plugins will affect it. Oh, so it's literally just best practices. So if you go down to best practices, it's because the plugins are actually doing things. Like I have a Calendly Chrome extension, right? And that's what's causing those kind of problems. But if you do it in incognito, as you just saw, it's 100% across the board. Great. So I've updated this. I put my script back, which I believe it was this. It is. And that's still working. I wonder if it works here. It does. So nice. Um, and now there's no more commits. All of this is committed, and I will clear that screen. And then let's close this one, and let's get into this one. All right, so this is the one we were originally playing with. npm run dev, and I will come here. And this is one we were playing with, and I'll just show you something fun that I was playing with. So on the dashboard, no data, let's see, PL, fetch data, ooh, error, fetch data. Oh, that's interesting. Nothing changed, yet something changed. All right, let's see if this still works. Okay, so the call is actually going to be the issue. So that means if I go to Postman, and I'm just going to call it straight up, send. Okay, so the call is working. Interesting. Full reload. No data available. All right, let's look at the dashboard. Wow, didn't plan on doing that today, but that's fine. So let's see what the results are. We're not getting any errors. I'm gonna stop this, clear this, run dev. Everything's running. I loaded my environment variable, which is where I store my key, MSFT. Console log.data. So that something's wrong with the API call. So let's go in the API, go to the routes. And let's see. MSFT. Oh, is it case sensitive? Oh, that'll be interesting. Hold on. MSFT. It is. Good to know. All right. So we just learned something. When I get the ticker symbol, I need to uppercase it. There. Is it that easy? Yes, it actually is. So if we do this, it's going to be the same. Let's do a different one. TSLA, lowercase. Invalid status code. What? Uppercase is not a function. Um, it should be that simple. I think it's lowercase, which is funny. All right. This should all be recompiled. Yep. No. All right. Uh, uppercase JavaScript. Two uppercase. Really? That was close. Two. There. So many languages. All right. There we go. AAPL. There you go. So now that's going to work. Isn't that it? Fetch data. Yep. Cool. So we fixed that. Identified an issue. Resolved it. Logging the stock. We don't care what that is. We do care what this is. Console.log ticker. So now when I make a call, it'll write it out. Let's make sure MSFT data. Yeah, great. So I'm writing those out. Cool. We are back in a running state. What I was going to show you though is where's my navigation? Here you go. Link, right? These are all the different kinds of links. Let's do a class name equal nav link. And I'm going to put it on all of these. Great. And nothing should have changed, right? Great. So now if I come here, nav container. Is there even a nav container anymore? Yeah, there is. List item. I could actually just do it to the list item. I like using classes rather than list items, but it's fine. Here's what I was gonna do. Unordered list, link, and equal to nav link, and then transition all 0.5, ease in and out. Great. And then hover. What do I want to do? Let's just scale it. Scale, calc. I don't think I even need to do the calc. I think I can just do 1.5. And let's see if that worked. Nope. I think I do need the calc. Cal 1.5. Oh, no. Let's see if it's actually getting this one. So color, background color. We'll do color red. Always like using red because it makes it stand out, makes it pop. So refresh. It is not working. Let's see. Oh, did I not save it here? No. Let's inspect this. This is Navlink. Let's see. Inspect. Navlink. Navlink. Force state. This is actually a really cool debugging thing. So if I do a force state here, I can force it in a hover state. But it's not applying anything. Oh, duh. Here's why. If you look here, this is actually including this, but it's importing it as a style. So rather than doing this, I should probably do this. Navlink. Because I'm importing it as part of a module. So now it's going to work. There. You see how the colors are changing? Okay, great. So now I come back here. All of that is good. Let's do the scale. I'm going to do 1.5 just because I want to see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Calc. I don't think it's going to. Yeah. Because that only works on images. So let's do a font size 32px, which would be the same thing as the scale. Right? Boom, boom, boom. That's fun. But let's do something even more fun. Rotate 360. And then color. What color should we make it? I don't know. 0FF. That's perfect. Great. So the color is working. The rotate is not. Oh. Yeah, let's not do it there. Let's come back here. List item. There we go. Fun animations. Super simple. And then if I want to add the hover in here, I could do that. This doesn't need it. So now, right. I wonder if I can scale the list item. I can. That's what I was hoping for. Cool. Anyway, that was fun. Fixed a bug. All that's working. Added some fun animations in no time. And these will work because they're part of that component on every single page. About starting and dashboard. Great. We'll do more with the dashboard next week. Oh, that's the other thing. This daily has gotten a lot for me, and I won't be doing this daily. I haven't figured out what my schedule is going to be, but when I figure it out, I will update you. Always record them. They'll always be on the channel, so you can come back and you can be like, how did he do da da da? Or what was he talking about when he was saying da da da? Anyway, so I'm going to do that. I am on vacation next week, um, which means I'm going to get a lot. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to write code because it's what I do. But by doing that, I'm going to update things, and I will build. I want to finish some of the podcasts that I was working on. I haven't finished yet. I've been doing a lot more with this. I've been playing with cameras like this and this. My trusty companion. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in. I will do more as I move forward. We want to finish this Fin City app that we started. Maybe do a little bit more of the UI, have some symbols like I'm thinking of I don't know, I'm thinking of some graphs here that we can see like historical data. Maybe have a date range picker that you can say, hey, what was the closing price for the past week, right? Maybe do a 7-day historical chart, something like that. Something fun. But when I get that done, I will be doing it live with you. I won't I won't be doing a lot of that. Want to show you some of the UI stuff as I keep going because it's been really fun. And I think that's all for today. So thanks so much. I will get back to talking about team building, and I guess it's not politics, but like the way you interact with people in groups and teams, and then how to hold effective meetings. I've been reading a lot of books again, and a lot of those books have they they're like, oh my gosh, this is life changing. I was like, it's not really life changing. It's common sense, but common sense is not so common. And I didn't realize that people can write books about best practices of meetings or best practices of team building. And I take a lot of that for granted. And I'm going to help you with some tips that I've encountered and things that I've done in the past. And I was like, this is so much easier. Anyway, huge fan of building great teams, mainly because that is the essential backbone of any organization. If you don't think it is, then you're not running an organization. All right, I'm babbling now. Have a great time. Hope this was helpful. I hope the debugging was. Feel free to ask me any questions, and I will actually talk to y'all soon. And have a good one. See y'all later.